Democrats. Turning now to Democracy 2022. Your voice, your vote. America heading to the polls tomorrow following a year of economic woes, the elimination of federal abortion rights, and broad concerns about the future of democracy. Already, voters here at home and across the country have made their decisions. The U.S. Elections Project reporting tonight more than 40 million people have voted early this election cycle. 43% of those votes came from Democrats compared to 34% from Republicans. And one of the key races, of course, we're watching here in New York State is the race for governor. Republican Congressman Lee Zeldin challenging Democratic incumbent Kathy Hochul. A poll by Emerson College conducted just last week showing Hochul with a 9-point lead over Zeldin heading in to Election Day. Senior reporter Eileen Buckley, following the campaign trail for us tonight, joins us live from downtown Buffalo. Eileen?
And Jeff, this is the final round before Election Day, and Democrat Kathy Hochul due here in her hometown of Buffalo. I'm standing in one of the ballrooms at the Statler, where behind me supporters will be gathering for a Get Out the Vote rally, and that means that Hochul is heading into that last stretch of what is considered an extremely close race between Republican opponent Lee Zeldin for governor. Republican Lee Zeldin fired up voters during an appearance in West Seneca Sunday as the polling numbers continue to show a close race, with Democrat Kathy Hochul leading by only a few percentage points.
The polls tightened in the last 2 weeks, and so that in of itself is not shocking. I think what's shocking is that it's not double digits in favor of Kathy Hochul right now.
I met up with Jacob Neisheil on UB's North Campus Monday, where the associate political science professor talked about this close race as both candidates staged their final Get Out the Vote rallies. Are those effective?
That's a great question. Yes, candidate visits can be effective. It's not something that we normally take as a sign of enthusiasm, at least we didn't until Trump. You know, we'd look at these rallies and go, yes, you can fill a rally, but these are self-selected types of things. This is not a representative look at the public.
Well, I find it interesting that it's as close as it is.
And while on campus, I talked to voters about this race. UB professor Andrew Serio tells me inflation, crime, and bail reform are all issues that are very important to him.
Bail reform is a policy that I think was thought out with good intentions, but isn't really playing out the way I think they thought it would.
Zeldin has been hitting hard against the Hochul campaign, blaming bail reform for a series of crimes across the state and right here in Western New York.
We are going to declare a crime emergency here in the state of New York. We are going to suspend New York's cashless bail law.
What has Kathy Hochul done wrong?
I think it's been messaging. I think it's been not explaining policies to people in a way that resonates, particularly on things like bail reform.
Some younger voters I spoke with are excited to be able to have their voice heard by voting in the governor's race.
It's actually very important because having a great leader really signifies on how we will be, ordered in our life, and it's really important.
My rights. Don't want those taken away from me and a lot of other people's as well.
Now, I also asked Neisheil if early voting indicates any support for either candidates.
I am very, very skeptical of reading much into early voting numbers for a couple of reasons. We've seen in other places, although not everywhere, that they have a tendency just to cannibalize Election Day vote. And so these are people who are going to turn out anyways.
And again, I'm here at the Statler where the music has kicked in. Supporters are going to start filing in for a Get Out the Vote rally for Kathy Hochul. Some signs on the wall say, "We love our governor," as they hope to drum up support to retain Kathy Hochul. And just a note to all of this, Hochul and Lee Zeldin will be both watching election results in New York City tomorrow evening. Live at the Statler, Eileen Buckley, 7 News.
All right, thank you, Eileen. The countdown is on. Election Day tomorrow. Meantime, a full election breakdown, including who is on your ballot and where you can vote, available right now and always at WKBW.com under the Democracy 2022 tab.